podcast. I'm Denzel.
And I'm Devereka.
Yeah, and this is a show where we talk about wealth.
All things wealth.
Yeah, real estate.
Everything wealth.
Yeah, everything wealth. Military.
Everything.
Everything. So yeah, welcome back, guys. This is the fourth episode. This episode we're gonna talk what college.
College, but we don't play the game yet.
We don't play the game yet. All right, you ready to play the game?
Yes.
All right, rock paper scissors, people. All right, ready? That's true.
I was in the same thing.
That's true. All right.
I win you.
All right, go ahead. You take over.
So Denzel mentioned that we're speaking about college today. We couldn't figure out what to title this episode, but I'm going to go ahead and just say the question: is college necessary? We're just going to name it that. Is college necessary? Is that good with you?
Yeah, probably not. We don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, so we chose this topic at this time because we all know it's the end of August and it's about to be September.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, the school year either started for you or is about to start.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect time to dig into this type of topic.
Mm-hmm.
So the main question is college/university necessary? So what do you think?
All right. It all depends. For some people, it depends on, like, for instance, what career you're trying to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Wait. We're representing.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. All right. So,
we're representing our schools/colleges in this podcast. If you're listening, head over to YouTube to look at who we're representing, who you're representing today.
FIU.
What FIU mean?
Florida International University, what are you talking about?
And I'm representing University of Miami.
Yeah, man.
I want to also represent Hampton University. That's where I got my undergrad at. I'm not wearing it today because I'm currently at UM. But shouting out Hampton University, all HBCUs.
And big up to San Diego City College.
Yes, and San Diego City College too.
Well, San Diego Community College, because yeah, man. But yeah, back to the question. When you said is college necessary? Yeah, I said it all depends, because I think it depends on the type of career or the type of skill that you're trying to get in life. Yeah. So for instance, if you want to be a doctor, you should go to college. Yes. yeah. No, look. No, honestly. Yeah, you want to become a doctor, you should go to college.
Yeah.
You want to become a nurse, you should go to college.
Yeah.
You want to become a pilot, well, that
should
depends
on
what level. Yes.
So if you want to be a private, you want to fly yourself.
Yeah.
It's a small plane.
Yeah.
There's other like vocational training that you can get.
Yeah,
but it's still some part of further education.
Yeah, it's still some farm, but you have to understand there is college and there is trade.
So let's differentiate now. Would pilot be trade school or would it be trade school, or would it be?
As I said, it depends on the type of pilot you're trying to.
Okay. I know, but the typical ones you can go to and get like a 7-month training.
I think that would be occupational. I'm not sure, but I think that would be. Yeah. So yeah. That's why I think it just depends on the type of career that you get into. Yeah, but yeah. Not everybody really view college being necessary for them. You understand? But yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. For me, I have the same viewpoint as you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to college to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have a college education to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a necessity. They're all depending on the career path that you're trying to take.
Yes.
Like what Denzel just said.
Mm-hmm.
So the type of career path that involve medicine in the healthcare field, things that require a certain amount of years of practice, especially if it's life, what do you call it? What do you call it? Like if life threatening or you have people life in your hands type of careers, like a pilot, the commercial pilot specifically, or doctors, nurses, things like that are very important, of course. But to be successful in general, you don't.
And then even,
I'm saying to be successful in general,
you don't
have to
have college.
And also I wanted to mention the fact that growing up, we never looked at college or university as an option. It was more like you have to do
But
it.
no,
Well, in Jamaica,
well, all right, for me, all right. So for you,
that was a push though.
well, for me, it was
To be successful.
yeah, but for me, it wasn't.
Okay.
So for me, my parents didn't.
I was talking about parents.
What?
I was talking about like the
culture?
society, the
Yeah,
culture.
well,
No, my mom never pushed it because she's an entrepreneur.
so all right. So from what? From all right. When you think about it, like back home, once you finish high school, work.
Yes,
we
but
never,
if I
we never
look
really
at-
think about we never really think about college. Like be honest.
it was definitely on my radar a lot because if I look at those who were graduating from high school,
Mhm.
majority of them automatically went to university, coming to
Yeah,
college.
I have friends.
You know, it wasn't work was an option, but work was really an option. Or what happened to those who couldn't afford to go to
That's
university?
a lot of us
Right, but it wasn't their choice. You know what I'm saying? It
so what
wasn't
you're saying?
when they graduate. Of course, they wanted to go to university or college, but they end up not going most of the time
So
because they didn't have the
so
money.
that's the thing. That's the thing. So
And they work.
yeah, so
go to
before,
college.
so all right, I know I have a lot of friends that didn't go to college. Why? Because they don't have the money. And two, the thing is that they don't ever think they're going to actually gain the money to go to college. You understand? So the money is the issue. And then you have some that didn't even think about college.
That is true.
I have a lot of friends that once they come out of high school, all they talk about is like work. That's it. And then think to further their education, So
that is true too.
Yeah. So that's all. I guess it's.
But I think the economy, society, maybe not so much now. It was all like you finish high school, you go to college, or you work to pay for college.
Mm.
This is one of the two. You work to pay for college, or you finish high school to go to college. With one way or another, people expect you to end up at college.
Honestly,
It wasn't trade school wasn't being pushed. Skills wasn't being pushed so much.
How much trade school we have back home?
No, I'm not talking about back home alone.
Oh no, I'm just talking about the culture back home.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But in general, no.
Okay.
That people our age group, or even maybe before, wasn't being pushed into going to trade or gaining skills or to be entrepreneurs. It was, it wasn't being pushed at the rate that it's being pushed now. Telling people that, okay, you have a choice. I don't think back then the choice was really pushed to people that now they can say, oh, I'm not going to college. They have other options. It wasn't put out there as much
So
as
for
no.
me, people that I grew up around, when you hear them parents, it's like, okay, especially the dad. Daddy never pushed me to go to college. It's like, he always like, oh, I want you to learn a skill. So like, oh, building, construction, all those stuff. That's what he always pushed, a skill.
Okay.
So I never really pushed college. I never thought about college until I went into 10th grade?
Okay.
Because one, I already know my parents never really have the money to go to college.
But that leads back to what I was thinking too, the finance.
Yeah, but it's not even, as I said, it's a part of it, but it's not really it. I just never really aspired. I never really feel like I really needed to go to college. So yeah, that's how a lot of people that I grew up with, actually felt about college. But good enough. Well, when you think about it now, when I look back now, I see a lot of them at my age now, 30. They're actually going to college right now, which is good. So but back then at the time when we were in high school, a lot of us didn't think about college. Yeah, so
I think what it has to do with is also your background, the type of parents you have, your financial situation, lower class, middle class, the different class that you're in will affect your decision and what you think that you can afford. Also, I think the type of school you went to, because in Jamaica, for those who don't know, school is not really so much based on your location or district as like here. It's based we have to do a standardized test similar to like the SATs, but at the lower level, and based on your results, the country or there's some national thing that is done with the testing that places you into a high school. So that's how it is back home. So you don't choose.
Sometimes it don't appear.
Right. So you don't choose your high school based on where you live. Your location has to do with it. But the main part is a standardized testing that they give you. So now what happened is that the schools are placed into certain type of class or placement So people would be like, just as how universities are in the US,
Yeah.
that's a good high school. That high school is not so good.
Yeah.
Nobody don't go to that high school because that high school not good. It was like a classism
Yeah.
for high school. So also that has a lot to do with it because those who got really great grades will go to a certain type of high school. Those who got like sort of okay will go to a different. So because of that, there was that type of classism with high school. So what I'm getting to is the fact that those that went to the schools that are regarded really good tend to have a high rate of college or university graduates.
That's true.
Because they have a certain type of grades or a certain type of exposure. They tend to go to college or university more than the ones that went to school that was regarded not so good. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And also, if your parents can afford it, finance is not an issue, and you have certain opportunities. They will push you. They will push you. You go because you can afford it. Yeah. But if you cannot afford it, now you have to think about other ways.
Yeah, and that's maybe what happened back home.
Yes.
Really what.
But it's not that they didn't want to.
Yeah, but I'm saying as I said,
but
a lot that they.
I get what you say. Yes, there's a lot of them trying to go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So back to the question: is it a necessity? No, it's not. Especially in this day and time where there's so much different things you can do outside of it.
Yo, make internet from the money. I mean, make money from the internet. Wi-Fi. Who said it? Wi-Fi money? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Wi-Fi money. Yeah, I heard somebody say it. I don't know. But
I was gonna get into one of the questions I asked on our Instagram story today. For those who are not following us on Instagram, our Instagram is My Wealth Pass. All social media, My Wealth Pass.
Yes.
So you can head over there now. I'm gonna put it up on the story again whenever this episode is released. I'm gonna put it up on the story. You can go ahead and put in your comments, your feedback on our story, My Wealth Pass. So I asked, why do you go to college, or why would you go? Why did you go? Why would you go to college / university?
Yeah.
My options were because you were told so, because to please parents / guardians.
Yeah, for sure.
Networking or education.
Okay.
So, I'll break those down. So, because you were told to, a lot of us go to college because we were told that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, true.
So, a lot of people can relate to that. The next thing I said, because your parents / guardian told you so. So, a lot of parents make ultimatums. Go to college and I'll do this. Go to college and you'll get that.
Yeah.
Or you have to go to college. So a lot of people go just to please their parents, even to do a degree that they don't want to.
They don't want to.
Because it's like if your parents say, like a lot of Caribbean their parents telling them to be a lawyer, doctor, nurse, something along those. So they go to please their parents. Or you go for networking.
Yeah.
Networking meaning that you go there to build connections, to make not just friendships but long friendship that can benefit you in the future, to expand your range with communication or friends, or just to build a community. That's the best way I can put it. And education, to actually go there to be educated. A lot of people go to college and not get educated. So those are the 4 reasons. So think about what are some of the reasons why you went or why you would go.
Remember, some people actually get into university, like you're talking about people going to college, like some people get into university because of nepotism. Listen to something today, they talk about it because this family member bought a building, for the university, or whatever, a building for the university. So sometimes they dance.
Connection.
Hey.
And this happens a lot in Ivy League.
Oh, a lot. Yeah, that's where it happens a lot. That's true. Yeah, but some of the feedbacks that we got from Instagram was, some people believe that it's not necessary. Some said the reason why they say it's not necessary because it's like they went to college, studied, did this course, blah, 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 finished university, finished college, and not using it.
Very
so very.
Nice.
So somebody said that to me today. I told them that, I went to college 3 years ago, and I'm not just in the field that I actually studied for. you know. So, and I didn't, and I come to think of it, I don't think I really had to go to college to actually be in the field, right?
Now we're back to your first answer. It depends on the field that you're trying to.
But, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, if you can actually go, just go. You understand? I mean, like for instance, if somebody have a certain amount of experience, right? Experience can get you really through the door, but somebody can have a certain amount of experience and be like, okay, hey, when you go for your job now, they see the experience and they be like, oh, all right, did you go to college? No. If it's another person, no, who probably went to college, you know, a big Ivy League university or whatever, sometimes they will rather take that person over this person with experience. You understand? So it kind of work both ways. So that sometimes they like to take people with experience that, you know, so
Yeah.
hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
I want to touch on what you just said. You said it gets, what you said, the experience gets your foot
Yeah,
in the door.
the experience can get.
So here's what I always tell people: the skill, or the experience get you through the door, but the degree or networking will give you a seat at the table.
Definitely, especially the networking.
Let's just think about this. It's something that I learned from the past couple of days I've been going to class. I started class a week ago. The experience or your work ethic will get you into the job. It can, not necessarily will. It can get you into the job, but sometimes you can reach a plateau, or they call it like a stop, a wall, where you feel like it only takes you so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you'll hear some people say, oh, she's a good worker, he's a good worker, I can depend on them. But unfortunately, I can't promote you to this position because you don't have the requirements. So it gives you the job, but a lot of times, not always depends on the field, but it can bring you to like a block where you feel like you might be a manager, but you can't end up being the project manager, or you can't be on the board or the executive or certain type of positions because they may want to get a certain type of education.
Yeah, true.
So that is where a lot of people, you see a lot of people 10, 15 years later going for their graduate degree.
Yeah.
They didn't have to,
Yep.
And they probably have an undergrad or don't have none, but because they realize that, okay, I've been at the same position and I can't go to where I need to.
So they need to.
So they end up go back to school.
Level up on the education.
Right, they end up go back to school 15, 20 years later. And the moment they graduate, now they have the option to apply for a certain level.
Yeah,
which is why MBA, for example, is very popular, because like an MBA degree or a certain type of graduate degree will get you a seat at like the executive table. You can run an entire department, an entire region with that. No, I'm not saying that you have to have it, but this is what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I agree with you.
But back to, you don't have to get a degree or you don't have to go to college. But I always
to be successful,
or just in general. But I always push it if you have the opportunity to and you can afford without rocking your pocket.
Broke pocket, not
then I would recommend you go for networking purposes. Yes, educate yourself. But networking is the biggest thing you can get from this experience.
And trust me, college life, nice. Don't think about the work. Just think about the networking. Just think about the people we are actually like going to school with, all that. Just think about it. It's actually nice. I like it,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because when I started the MBA program at UM, I didn't know what to expect. And when I went there...
I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So like, talk about how...
So my class is about 20 of us. It's very small. It's a global MBA program and it is hybrid. So we're not always face-to-face. It's online and face-to-face. No, we all met each other for the first time and we are already like close. We're speaking every day on...
I'm a part of it.
We speak every day in text messaging, or that's the type of community that we built already. Yeah. But the most important part, everybody's from a different region, different world. Yes. So half of my classes don't actually live here. There's people from Panama. People from Spain, people from
South Africa.
Yes, there's a lot of different people in my class. Half of them don't actually live here. They just come here for the class whenever we have it, and you go home. So now the connection that I've built just from attending these classes good, because now when I go to Panama, I have a friend in Panama.
Yeah, true.
Now I go to Peru, I have a friend in Peru. And then these people are in different areas in the industry. So some of them are in IT,
Mhm.
somebody else is in manufacturing, concrete building, engineering. And also the faculty to me is a big deal, because when you're in a graduate program, for example, all my teachers have PhDs or 30, 40 years in their industry and are currently working, are currently on boards.
Yeah.
Which means that whenever I'm going through certain things and I'm interested in entrepreneurship and I need somebody to help me with strategy or planning, I can just contact my teacher or professor and be like, hey, look over this, let me know they have 20, 30 years of experience in this specific thing. So based on what you're teaching, I can go to them because these are things I can actually use in real life. So that's why I said networking is a big thing, because if I didn't do this program, I wouldn't have this.
Yeah. And then, what I like, most of the people in your class speak Spanish.
Yes, it's like 4 of us that don't speak Spanish.
Trust me. Like, you really get my hype now. Like, I really, really need to, go back to studying Spanish.
Yes.
I think we need to do that. I mean, I study Chinese, which I think I'm.
But that would help him.
I think I'm fairly good at, Mandarin. But yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I will push the networking.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing when it
is the biggest thing. I'm in for it. Yes, and they tell you, because at the end of the day, how schools are set up, half the time you don't actually use the things that you're learning in real life. Half the time you study for an exam, 6 months later you don't remember the information that you studied. So a lot of times when you leave with these degrees, a year later you don't really remember the things that you studied.
That's true.
But the networking, if you actually put the effort into meeting with people, communicating, just putting the work, you would build lifetime friendship, lifetime connections. Because like I said, now if I meet somebody in these areas and industries, I know who to call, and I've expanded my reach with the networking. Yeah. So that will cover one of my reasons of going to university, and my number one is networking. Mm-hmm. So that is it. Academics is it, yes, but I am realistic and I come to the fact that I'm not going to remember everything that I learned. So
no, listen, so look, I'm in the IT field, right? And I think it's because I did work in the IT field for like 3 years. So after graduating college, I did work in the IT. So working in IT, no, it's kind of like a refresher in a sense, because a lot of these stuff that I studied in school, if I came out of college and went into the IT sector,
it would have been easy.
It would have been easier. Like I would have still, it was like, learn this in school. But no, it's 3 years after I'm in the IT sector.
Yeah.
I had to start to refresh, go back into my books, all those stuff. So yeah. But yeah, and that's what actually pushed me now to actually say, you know what, let me go back to university. Let me go back to college or whatever. It's just to further my education. Yeah.
Well, you're going to school now on an online perspective.
Yeah.
Let the people know the benefits of the online version, because I'm doing both. But I'm focusing more on the in-person. Mm-hmm. I get the chance to do that. Mm-hmm. But speak to them about the online.
All right. So
shows to go.
So online. One, I have to work. I have to work. True. Yeah, I have to work. So that's the main reason why I do online. Next reason, online is the thing that I don't have to be like, what could I say? Like, for instance, I don't have to be on Zoom. Okay, class start 8 o'clock. I have to be on Zoom 8 o'clock. No.
Clarification. Some classes actually.
Some classes, but mine.
Yes.
Mine. Yeah. No, I just have a certain time frame that I need to complete certain tasks, complete certain homework, and all those stuff. So it works for me. I still get a lot of information that, the same information that people go to school, that I present in school. Yeah, so it works for me because I'm going to work. So, yeah.
Okay. I already explained.
Oh, true.
My online version is more strict than Denzel, meaning that I actually have Zoom meetings with the professor and the entire class. So we still get to interact. Half of my program requires networking and interacting. We're hardly using textbook materials. Everything is real life. We have to do a lot of panel and a lot of executives coming from like major companies, or board members coming to give us real life situations and their experience. So there's a lot of interaction that's required. So mine actually requires weekly Zoom meetings.
And the thing is that sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Other than that, it's flexible in a way with the online because you have a certain amount of days to get a certain amount of work done. The in-person, like I said, I like it because of networking.
I see. And that's what I was going to touch on too, is that I still, like, even though I'm online, I still know people in my class. We still have conversation. I still have access to the schools. So for instance, if we want to meet up and say, yo, let's go to the library and study or whatever, I still have access to all those things, just like a regular student. But as I said, it's because I'm working. Yeah, that's why I do online. If I wasn't working, I probably wouldn't be doing online. I probably do hybrid, just like you.
Yeah. So did you answer why out of those 4 options, networking, parents, because they were told so, academics, why did you choose to return to school?
Wow. One, I think I wanted to challenge myself.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to challenge myself, And then 2, I don't know, I just had the desire to like go back to college, Because you remember the other day when we visit FIU, I said to you like, yo, I feel it. I feel the spirit, the school spirit. God is saying, hey, come. I felt it. And then I thought about it, and then I was like, yo, I really think I need to like further my education. I have a degree already, yes. But I was like, yo, I really think I need to. And then it came here, Yeah. Thank God for you, and I'm actually going right now. So, And the thing is that I love learning, I love learning. So
me too.
I love it.
Yeah. So I have people tell me that, you seem to love college. It's not that I love college, guys. It's just that once I'm able to further my education, I'm not going to say no to it. And I like to challenge myself. And also I have to remember where we're coming from. We're not coming from a lot, and we're not coming from parents that have a lot. So because of that, I keep thinking about legacy with everything that I do. So I always think of, not to be the first, but I think about the fact that if I open that door, my children, not even inspire, my children can open more doors. If you look at it, people that go to certain type of universities, their children a lot of times have it easier to go to that university because they're a legacy student or their parents are part of the alum. So that's, I think about the legacy. So how a lot of times people are embracing that they're the first generation college graduate. Now our children now can have that example and they can break down even more barriers. Because the more barriers that you break down, the more your children, offspring can break down. So that is something that I always keep in mind. But once opportunity is there,
I'll take it.
I'll go to the max.
I'll take it.
I'm going to the max.
As you said, people, college for us, it works.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's either college or trade school, anything that works for
let's
you.
talk about trade school for a minute.
My parents went to trade school, and I'm still doing good.
Trade school, I
like trade school.
Yes, I really want to push trade school out there because I have to understand that college is not for everybody. A lot of people cannot sit in the classroom. Either too boring. It's not their thing. It's just not their thing, and that is okay, guys. Nothing is wrong with that. So if vocational/trade school is your thing, go for it. I mean, realistically, people that do trades tend to make a lot of money in a shorter time than those who have an academic type of career. Because if you're a plumber, electrician, anything like that, cosmetology, barber, anything like that,
bartender, anything,
you can make more money in a day. Not saying you always will, but you can make same or no more money in a day than somebody that went and got a degree and are using their degree. So if whichever route works for you, or you can do both. Nothing is wrong with having a side hustle.
I did. See, when I was going to college, I still went to bartending school. even though I was doing bartending from before, I still went back to bartending school. So yeah, you can definitely do both. As I tell the people, I like to learn, I like to challenge myself. So trust me, with education, once I see it, boom, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I was waiting for you to finish. I was waiting for you to finish.
Once a year, we say yes, so are you retired,
Yeah, so all stigmas and everything, negative stigma that have to do with trade school, clear that out your mind. There's so much trades that you can get. It's actually a thing. Like I said, my mom is an entrepreneur. She's a cosmetologist. If she do 5 clients in one day, she can make what somebody else that went to college for. She make in one day. She can make what that person made.
And remember, say a lot of successful people.
You can do both.
Yeah, a lot of success. Remember, a lot of successful people didn't even go to college.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So we not knock it. You understand?
You're just saying there's both options.
Yeah, there's both options, and whatever works for you, what your career, what your choice of career is, hey, whatever works for you. If you need to go to college for that, go on.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't need to go to college, you don't need to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
So whatever works for you.
In essence, there's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
So whichever route works for you. And if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up, like me, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. You can do what makes sense in that time frame. So
yeah, some people, I think, a lot of people don't want to go to college because of debt.
Yeah.
Scared of that, and I can understand, and that's why some people choose to go down, choose to go to trade school.
Listen, trade schools are getting very expensive now,
very expensive.
because they have some trade schools that are only 6 months, 8 months, 8,000.
Like in demand, because a lot of people are like, yo, let me learn this trade or whatever. Yeah.
Or if you want to start off with something simple as Udemy.com, YouTube University.
Yo, we are not being sponsored by them. We just
You just
have to say. You just have to say.
You have to work within your budget.
You have Udemy budget.
But it's true. A lot of these people that are doing these things. Look at renovation, house renovation. A lot of people find their interest or peak in something like painting.
YouTube.
House renovation. They go on YouTube and learn to DIY.
Yeah, like I think it was the last episode we spoke about it here, where I did a lot of DIY. I learned it from YouTube.
And then eventually they probably do some stuff on the side till you're able to afford. So whatever works for you. You don't have to go to college, and you can if you want to, based on where you want to go in life and your direction and the path. You can go to trade school, find what works for you. We just wanted to put this out there and have a discussion about it. And the feedback we got was that it is not necessary, but depending on what you're trying to do. And like Denzel said, a lot of people get a degree, don't actually use it. And there's some people that use it 10, 15 years later down the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what thought on anything else you want to discuss on this topic? Oh yeah, I have a stat.
Oh Lord, she coming with the stats.
So one.
I forgot. Oh, how could I forget?
One.
Yeah.
I like to put things in perspective.
Big up to the guy,
Shout out to you, man. Big up yourself.
Yeah, Paula Fashini, man.
So the stat says the overall college enrollment rate for people between 18 and 24 years old in 2020 was 40%. So
say that again.
So the overall enrollment rate for persons 18 to 24 years old was 40% in 2020.
40%.
Yes. That don't sound bad. Because it didn't say vocational or trade school. 40%, that's not bad. I don't know if it's good, but that's not bad to me.
So I'm trying to think if it's good or bad.
And also to think about 2020, a lot of things happened.
Yeah, a lot of things happened. COVID.
Yes, a lot of things happened. But if 40% was enrolled in college, you may have another percentage that went to vocational school,
true.
and another percentage that just went into the work field.
Yeah,
working. And then it broke it down to this is from the National Center of Education Statistics, NCES, by the way, if you want to look it up yourself, and it break it down into race. So it says Asians, out of that percentage, 64% was Asians. Right? Then it says 41% white. These numbers are not making any. It's not mathing for me, but I'm reading it, guys. I'm gonna read it verbatim. The college enrollment rate in 2020 was higher for 18 to 24-year-old who were Asians, which was 64%. Okay. And then it says 41% white, 36% Hispanic, 36% black. And it says 2 or more races. So people that have 2 or more races, 34% Pacific Islander, 34% Native American, Alaska Native or American Indian, 22%, just to get deeper into it. So we see that the highest percentage in Asians and second highest in white, which is no surprise. We see the stigma that's on Asians when it comes to academics. And that's not a bad stigma.
That's true.
That's not a bad stigma at all. It's not a bad stigma. So just to put things in perspective, 40% went to college. So once again, support what we said. It is not necessary because I'm sure the people are still doing well without college education. But as I mentioned before, I'll keep the question or the poll on our story for the day that this podcast is put out on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And you guys can go right head over to My Wealth Class on Instagram and give us feedback on the polls and what you think about it.
We love when you guys interact with the posts and everything. We love the feedback. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Big up to grandma. Remember when grandma when I finished college. When I finished high school, I just remember that's why I said big up to grandma. When I finished high school, I didn't know my grandma was actually seeing them when they to go to college. And then when I found out, I realized it was not enough. Because I wanted to go to Vietnam to study music. She wanted to save up $100,000, which
in Jamaican dollars.
Yeah. At that time,
maybe $1,000 US.
Yeah.
1,000 change US.
Yeah. It couldn't really do enough. So she took it and bill her and
the thought that matters.
But I might hear that from a little background. But so all
right, finish off, Denzel.
So guys, this was an episode where we just, we never tell them the experience of the hotel, all them stuff.
All right, you just come as a guest.
Yeah, man.
Accompany, because you want fast and everything.
Hear me, man. Anywhere my wife goes, I goes. And anywhere I go, she comes.
Talk about it because they seem like you want to talk about it.
I tell you, hey, people. So we went to the...
Talk no matter.
So we went to the Biltmore Hotel, right?
The where?
Biltmore.
Okay.
Where you want me to say?
Go ahead.
Guys, we went to the Biltmore Hotel, right?
Where?
Biltmore.
Where is it at?
Oh, yeah. Coral Gables. Right in Miami. And trust me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole week. Plus, I get a break from the apartment, But, I really like it, the whole vibes.
We know you like it because you're talking about
the hotel was nice, but have a little creepy vibes to it. I don't know. I think it's
a historical, historical landmark. Historical.
But I liked it. I like it, though.
So they kept the charm and a lot of the features. It's modern, but they kept the structure.
Yeah. But I like it because, even though I was still close to home, I felt like I was on vacation. Plus I get to meet some new people, so as you talk about network, so I enjoyed it. I liked it, ready to do it again. This next one should be out of the country. Probably Spain. Mm-hmm. Some people that speak Spanish. All right, give me like 3 months. 3 months. No, that's over the Spanish.
Where?
Oh, that's all.
Where you start from right now?
Right, that's all. Yeah, start from right, that's all. Give me around 3 months, that's all. What you say?
Anything you put your mind to.
Anything you put your mind, that's it, that's right.
I have to show you up in public.
Yeah. Give me 5. I don't like you. But but yo, we have to brush up on the Spanish. Yo, you can't believe we lived in San Diego for 5.5 years.
I didn't encounter so much Spanish speakers in San Diego compared to Miami.
Yo, you're honest.
Because when we're in Miami, a lot of the places I went to, I'm talking about stores, restaurants, they don't understand what we say.
Yeah, true.
And we're speaking English. And because a lot of their employees only speak Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the issue that I'm having in Miami. These public places that I'm going to,
but
they're not fluent or they don't understand.
Yeah. But I think all right, for me, yeah, it kind of gets irritating sometimes, when you're going to certain places and these people are working. But at the end of the day, I think, one, I'm glad that they have a job. That's
yes. I like the diversity.
Yeah, I like
it. I wish I wouldn't struggle so much.
But then, you know what, it actually pushes me to learn.
Oh,
because that's the same. All right, remember, when I used to work at Walmart, I'll work with a lot of Filipinos, Spanish people. That's where I started to speak to God. Remember, it kind of like pushes me.
Yeah.
It pushes me to like.
Y'all know the environment changes.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Trust me, we need to step up with game, man.
So you bring me into it now.
Yeah, man. What do you mean? Yo, all right, people. We took a Uber the other day while we were in quarantine, right?
3 days ago.
Yeah, and this guy, the Uber driver, came from Cuba. Alright, for all my Jamaicans, we've been saying Cuba from the day we're born. This man said it's not Cuba, it's Cuba. So I will forever be saying it from that night. It's Cuba. No, this man attack barely speak English. But people, honestly, I understood at least 75% of what the man said.
Yeah,
asked me to repeat what the hell he said in Spanish. I don't know. But I understand what I say. It's weird.
Yeah, can get the vibe and the gesture and the hand.
But the funny thing is that he wasn't even using so much hand gesture.
No, but he was.
Yeah, but still, this guy being crazy.
You have an idea what I said.
Yeah, but still, even when that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm surprised because even when he wasn't using any hand gesture, like what he was saying. Yeah, but yeah, man, it really pushed. It really made me feel like I need to step up the gear. Learning another language. Me fluent in 2 English and Bagua. What you say? Anyway, you take it back is a language. I don't care what nobody was saying. It is a language.
Yeah, I do the same look at myself.
Would you consider music a language?
No, they're talking about a different type of language.
Just I said.
Yeah, you have just like how people talk about love language, you have different types of language. But if you're talking about verbal languages that you speak from your mouth, alright, hold on then. If music is a language and you're singing in English on music, what you call that?
Language. Yeah. Language, language on top of language.
Come closer.
What? Alright, people, so this is the end of episode 4, college talk.
Episode 4 name?
I name it college talk. I don't know what you mean.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I wrote in Google, so college talk it is.
Anybody vote to change this, just put your hand up in the comment section.
We don't have no rights to go by tomorrow. You understand me? So, I think our English speakers will understand Patois. I think we need to, that we keep on dropping Patois.
Because they're going to learn.
Yeah, that's what I want to picture.
Preparing them for Jamaica.
Yeah. We can have like a trip.
Come finish off.
Alright, people, so in all seriousness, this is the end of episode 4. Tune in. This
Big up UM, University of Miami.
Big up FIU, we are dealing. Big up Florida International University.
Hello.
What?
Big up UM.
What? Yeah, yo.
Big up
Yo,
UM.
big up your UM.
You just call out FIU again. Big up your close up. Make sure you big up my school.
Yo, alright. Big up UM. Big up University of Miami too. You know, the school where she go. Yeah. School where she go. Yeah, big up FIU. Yo, people, you know what? Tune in this Wednesday and every other Wednesday for, you know, episodes. You know? And I was just saying, see, they don't want to go to college. You don't go to college. Anything will work for you, that is your business. But make sure say you succeed in life. Yo, you know what? You know what? Make a shut me mouth. Make a shut me mouth. Caribbean people will get that. You know, I ain't even going into that now. But when popcorn there, you know, when popcorn, I put it in a video somewhere, you know, and it's not the regular popcorn. Yo, you know, I get me that trouble, you know. You understand me? But yo, people, that is it. People, that is it. You understand me? See you this Wednesday and every other Wednesday. And as I always say, cheers. What?
Hey,
People, cheers. I'll be out. Go feed. Alright. Yo, what happened with that, man? Alright, people. Yeah, but man. Yo, come back here. Come back. Yo, come back, man.
You're crying.
Yo, what a long ending, man.
Finish with me, please.
Yo, people, yeah, that's man. See me next week, Wednesday. Stay safe. And as I always say, what we say? Go feed. Later.